Fourth episode of podcast season 1.
Perfect.
Question to you, Kristina, today, which I'm going to ask you for our viewers who's going to listening it. The question is, why is promotional product industry so highly valued in the USA?
That's such a great question. I think number one, Americans, we kind of love stuff. Like, let's be
Right.
real. Like so I mean that's number one. I think two, like it's a really cost-effective way to advertise.
Right.
We like things that are usable and we can reuse, and honestly giving somebody drinkware or pins or a chocolate bar is so much more
Right.
cost effective than a radio or TV ads, or even online advertising.
1 to 20,000 product range you guys have
Yeah.
in promotion industry, from keychain to bag to flag to, you just name it. You
Yeah,
have
I
it.
mean, you can do full on like an Instapot or grill in
Yes.
this industry. I mean, it's like literally anything you want to do. It's pretty cool.
I've seen this diversified in America. You are right that you guys are doing it from the heart. If you gift somebody, it's just not thank you. It's from the heart. Thank you.
Mhm.
Accepting the gifting culture and giving it to each other. PPI exhibition every day. We are coming with a huge bag. People
Yeah.
are giving giveaway.
Some people
Get
come
this
in with
much.
suitcases.
I have people roaming in the automatic car and they have a big bag. Zoop zoop
Yeah.
zoop. Okay, give. Go away, go away.
Yeah, I think too, like also like people, we have so many great events in the United States. I think that's why promotional products work so well. Like we do community events, there's trade shows, there's, sporting events. They're great opportunities to give away promotional products.
My second question was, so how do promotional product impact brand recognition and customer loyalty?
Yeah. I think there's multiple ways. I think one, it helps you stay top of mind.
Right.
For instance, like just every time my husband does yard work, he has a local auto body shop that he puts on that hat. Like that's his like yard. So it's like, and then it's always like that where he's like, oh yeah, I need to stop by there and do such and such with the car. So it does trigger that thought
Right,
process,
right,
right?
right.
So I think it just that constant brand recognition is so huge. That's why I'm like, don't give trinkets and trash. You want to give high quality promo products or things that are memory making moments. Um, but I think too, like it creates that customer loyalty. Like when you get that gift with purchase or you get that just extra little thing at an event, you're more likely to go back to that brand. You're like, they know that it builds this trust that you can go back to them. I think some benefits too, like with that gifting, is we're in an age where there's multiple factors with and how you can engage people. So if you get a cool product, a lot of times you're sharing that on your social media,
Right.
or you're wearing it to places, or you're using it for different things. And
Agreed.
also, people talk about it when they get something cool, right? Like, oh my goodness, I got this amazing kit for my work today
You
and
you
it
see
had
my phone,
chocolate
I
in it
have an
and
iClick.
drinkware.
You see
Yeah.
my phone, I have an iClick product where it is stuck on any metal. I can
Yeah.
put it like
And I bet you
this.
tell people about it all the time.
People see themselves. Oh, this is amazing. From where you got? I'm like, America, bro. US. PPI exhibition. See,
There you go. Yeah, exactly. And then you have a story behind it. So um I think there's so many benefits of it, but yeah,
a lot, a lot. Promotional product recalls a lot.
yeah,
Brand recognition too much. What I've also noticed.
exactly.
So, are we connect to the third question?
Okay, let's go.
What are some of the most successful promotional product campaign that you have seen?
I've gotten on the privilege of being on the distributor side and on the supplier side now. So I've seen a lot of really good ones. And I love the fact that you don't have to spend a ton for a campaign to be successful. So I'll give you
Right.
two examples. One, when I was a distributor, it was a brand new
Yes.
meeting with a client, and she's like, I need an idea for this event. What do you
Right.
have? And it was a diversity event in the park with families and a lot of little kids, she said. And I
Oh,
was like, and she's like, oh, and by the way, it needs to be under 50 cents per item. And I was like,
what
okay.
is the quantity? How much quantity?
Yeah. So we did temporary tattoos with like a heart of their logo and like different hands like held together for a diversity event.
Oh,
And it was such a huge success. Everybody loved it. And I think
Wow.
that's part of the advantage you can have is to create a successful campaign is one, take all that in and then create a solution quickly for people as a distributor. And then out as a supplier side, I've gotten to see so many fun things. There are so many great ideas that people come up with this
Wow.
industry.
Wow. Wow.
I really love being in this role because it just excites me. I love sharing those case studies. But one simple one that I saw is, and again, this is like, I love showing, of course, we have huge expensive items that you could do, but just the little things that just impact. I had a client, they're like, I'm really trying to get in with this bank. I've been trying to get in for the years. I was like, well, let's do some free spec samples. And so I just did our ad pop, a lollipop. It doesn't seem like that exciting, on the
Right,
surface, it's like, oh, it's a lollipop, big deal, right?
right,
That
right.
was the ticket for them to get the whole account. Like they were
Oh,
like, oh, no one's ever done a spec sample for us. We've never received a sample with our logo on it. And yeah, it was a lollipop. But now, like I actually
wow.
talked to him yesterday. In the last 6 months, he's done about $25,000 worth of business with them because of a
Wow.
lollipop. So I'm
Wow.
like, how, you know?
Big sale. Big sale.
Yeah. So like starting small and just putting, your foot out there and, utilizing the resources in this industry can really make your campaign so much
It
more
will, it will,
successful.
it will, it does.
Mhm.
It has been helping to my suppliers when I see email, please give me a virtual sample for 5 of the products, put my
Mhm.
customer logo, help me win the sale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like help me
When I
help
see
you.
that, I understand. I should give him recommendation also. Pen logo will come here, but I advise it should be here, this big. When you
Hmm.
see brand name, customer will approve fast. Like his
Yeah,
name should be big. And
absolutely.
that's how we have won distributor to win the sale by artwork. And that's what keep us more energetic, more enthusiasm and revolutionary in this promotional product. I
Yeah, and
love promotion.
isn't it so fun to share those ideas with other people too? Like, doesn't it just
People
excite
who's listening
everybody?
this podcast would learn and know about your success story and how things relate to our artwork team and how we both help to win the sale.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, it is. So I have the fourth question for you.
Okay.
How does the industry evolve with digital marketing and eco-friendly trends?
Yeah. So integration with digital marketing, of course, like, having the social media and that influencer marketing. I love social media. I think it's such a great place to network. I'm in a really fun group as well that just started in the industry that we support each other on our social media platforms.
I see
So I
it.
think there's
You too much active on Instagram too. So yeah,
yeah,
you are.
it's fun. Like, it's a great way to show your personality and
Yeah.
show off products in a fun way. And then also, the influencer, I think, level on technology and digital marketing is huge. Like you're gonna see, I think that's where we're gonna see a shift. You're not gonna see so much that celebrity endorsements. You're gonna see those influencer endorsements
Yes,
going
yes.
a lot
That's
further.
customer testimonial which help you to go next level.
Yeah, exactly.
More than
Um,
influencer, more than a celebrity.
mhm.
I'm a customer. I loved your product. I gave you testimonial. You
Yeah,
took that
it means
screenshot and
more.
run over. More than a celebrity could give you recall. That testimonial will give you recall, Christine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the other thing with digital marketing, I think QR codes have come back in full force. Like adding a QR code to a
Full
product where you
force.
can
Full
go to
force.
a form or some way to track that to a landing page. I mean, you're knowing that your
And
product.
me.
See, look at you got it
And
right there.
me.
Yeah.
And me. You go to my Instagram.
Yep, exactly. And it's like a great way to just add that extra layer of connection
Yes.
or call to action. I did QR codes on our chocolate bars for a lot of
Wow.
people, and they do it to a
Wow.
form to fill out, and
You
they
can
can
run
reply.
multiple campaign with this QR code. Scan this and win a ticket to LA.
Yeah, it's so easy. I think too, also the NFC technology. I think we're going to see a lot more of that. Um, so there's t-shirts that have it. There's some stickers. So I think that's going to evolve. I'm curious to see how that continues to move forward. Eco
Right.
products. I think the industry is taking some good strides in eco. I think we have a ways to go still.
Right.
But I'm seeing more like sustainable packaging, more sustainable and ethical, like people are being more conscientious of it in this industry. And I think it's going to expand. I think we might
Yes.
be like a little behind in some areas, and I think we're more advanced in other areas. I know it's a huge motivator here at the company I work with, NC Custom. We have like a whole line of eco products now that we're
Yes,
developing.
yes,
And
yes.
we're kind of
A different
innovators in it
segment for
too.
eco-friendly product.
Yeah.
There is a range of product in eco-friendly, what I have seen in NC Customs.
Yeah. And it's not like greenwashed, like green. I love the term having no brand fill. I think that's a really good terminology in the industry to think about, like making things higher quality, making things more usable. Those
Right.
are all go towards that eco initiative because they're not going
Right.
to landfill. They're going to be like enjoyed by people and last, or they're going to be consumed more quickly. Or they're more biodegradable. So all those things I think are going to be great shifts in the industry for
Today, what
people.
I've noticed, more Gen Z people joining promotional product industry, they are towards the eco-friendly and sustainable element more than your and mine age group would do that.
Yeah, I think so. I think like the younger, I'm like a geriatric millennial.
Yeah.
The youngins, the Gen Z and millennials coming in, I do think it is
Yeah.
more passionate for them, and I think that we're going to make some great strides as they come into the industry.
I have the last question for you.
Yeah.
What advice would you give businessmen looking to maximize their ROI with promotion products?
Oh, that is a question. There's so many different ways you could do it. I think kind of what I've said already too, making sure your product is useful and relevant, I think is a huge way to maximize your ROI. Just aligning with who your consumer is that you want, like being more targeted in what you're picking. Like I call it like, don't do the parade effect where you're just throwing things out to random people, like really target it in. Prioritizing really the quality over the quantity is so important. Doing well-made products, doing things that have an impact. Also, I really love doing opportunities where you can track your results or giving products in a strategic way. So if you have, say, a referral, you have a set, and this is more for like the end users to think about. So if you have a set product, for somebody gives you a referral, you have a set product for that first initial touch point, or maybe that when they make an appointment, you have that product that goes out to them. Really creating those strategic points for it and hitting them at the right time and for the right price point. So if somebody does a call, maybe you send them a nice little $5 item. But then if they close the deal, maybe you're sending them like a $50 item, so really being smart about
or maybe you will waive off the setup charge and make sure he pay only product to product.
Yeah, exactly.
Make the sale win. Or so
yeah.
How do consumer or listeners can contact you for their new orders or for anything that they want to get in touch?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So if you want to follow me on social media, you can go LinkedIn, TikTok, or Instagram, and that's Sweet Swag Kristina, and that's Kristina with a K. And then if you want to send me an email for a quote on anything with our Chocolate In, Lanco, our Ace line, NC Custom, it's Kristina.Beal@chocolatein.net.
So thank you so much, Christine, for giving your time to us. And I make sure we release this episode in sooner days, and the listeners listening to this episode would learn something from the 5 questions that you run through today, would help the promotional product entrepreneur or who has joined the industry can raise more better or can do things more better in his things coming to his life.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Christine.
Thank you so much for having me. It was such an honor.
Amazing. Thank you so much.